Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Bugs Bunny in Crazy Castle 4 for the Game Boy Color. This is the second game in the series on the Game Boy Color, and the fifth Crazy Castle game overall, and it is the last one to use Bugs Bunny, because the fifth one ended up using Woody Woodpecker instead. As you can see from the demo here, you'll be doing a lot of entering doors, climbing up and down ladders, climbing on ropes, opening chests, seeing Looney Tunes enemies that want to get their hands on you and hurt you for reasons that are never explained. And once again, you're obviously grabbing things, in this case, keys, carrots, power-ups, but definitely keys, just so you can go through the door to let you exit the level that you're in. There are, however, some big key differences in the gameplay. Well, I wouldn't say they're big, because if you've watched me play the other Crazy Castle games, you probably won't see what the differences are just from seeing this demo. I mean, it plays a lot like Crazy Castle 3 and 2 and 1 in the NES game. But there are some differences, and I will mention them as the time comes and we go through this. So I don't have a password, so let's just go ahead and start the game here. Bugs Bunny found a mysterious map. There's a castle shown on the map. It says Sea Castle. Bugs, it says Clunt Castle. All you're gonna find there is some fly papers made by Sticky Bug and some guy named George Clunt. Look, this is the only time I'm gonna be able to make a One Credit Classics Minder joke, so here it is. The map is so old and worn out that Bugs can't make out the name. What castle is this? It starts with a C, says Bugs. C, C, C. Aha! Maybe it's Carrot. Yes, it must be Carrot Castle. A castle that's full of carrots. Oh, I love carrots. I'll find Carrot Castle and eat as many carrots as I want. Excited about his dream of carrots, Bugs starts on the journey, proving once and for all that everything that happened in the first 4 Crazy Castle games either never happened or never mattered at all in the grand scheme of things. Poor Bugs. He does not know that C stands for crazy, not carrot or clunt. So much for those Sticky Bug fly papers. And, well now. I mean, we have our lives, we have carrots, kind of like from Crazy Castle 3 where you had to collect a bunch to get something. And you have a password, so you can always start where you left off. And you do have a map. And instead of a single number for a stage, you have 1-1, kind of like the Mario Brothers games. Worlds are handled a little differently in this game. Instead of every stage being from like stage 1 to stage 60, you have 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, so on and so forth. And unlike Crazy Castle 3, where you spent so many stages in one part of one place, you have several different places, and you only have like 4 or 5 levels in a stage. And that's all before you go on to the next one. So, the monotony is really broken up a little bit, but there's even more differences as you can see. Let's go ahead and press A here to enter stage 1-1. And here we are. We have the map. We're in the stage. If you press the start button, you can pause the game and look at the map. Unfortunately, unlike the third game, unlike Crazy Castle 3, the music is turned off, and you cannot see the enemies. You can't even see where you are. You just get an overall view of the level here, and that's it. You don't get to see anything. That is a sprite, just the level layout. That's it. And movement is the same as ever. Left and right lets you move left and right. Up and down lets you move up and down ladders and stairs. And even go through doors. And when you enter a room, there will be a treasure chest. Walk up to the treasure chest. And what do you know? We found a key. There are 8 keys in all in a level. And once you get all 8 keys in a level, you can open the door with the lock on it to go to the next level. And, apparently there's more sprites for bugs this time. Interesting. At the bottom, you have hit points. Down the lower left corner are some hit points. You can take up to 3 hits before you lose a life. You have your keys, the number of keys you've collected, and you have the number of weapons, in this case guns, and balloons, that you are currently carrying. To lay down a balloon or shoot a gun, you must have one of the 2 things in your inventory, and you need to have it selected. You can tell when you have something selected when you have the little dark red brackets around the weapon that you want to use. Equip the weapons you want to use, make sure you have at least 1 shot, then you can press the B button. The A button lets you switch between the gun and the balloons. And finally, the sledgehammer and the pickaxe come back from Crazy Castle 3. Let's go ahead and leave the stage now. Or, not leave the stage, but leave the room. And by going in here, we should find something. Another key. Excellent. And let's see what else is over here. We need to be very careful. And sometimes you'll find stairways. You enter those like you always have, with the up and down buttons on the D-pad. And there's Pepe Le Pew. He just moves back and forth. And we can push this nut into him to get rid of him. Let's see what else we can get. Another key. I mean, I'm glad that I'm getting the keys, but I'd like to see what else we can get in this game. Okay. Another key. I know I'm making this sound like the most boring thing in the universe, and I'm like, oh, yay, keys. Like I just won a bobby pin on a radio contest or something. But I'm hoping the game breaks up the item-grabbing monotony with another item soon. Well, at least I'm finding all the keys, so that's... Ooh. Just for that, you're gone. Get out of here. And you kind of trapped yourself there too, buddy. There's the key with the lock. There's the door with the lock. We need to have the final key, and then we'll have all 8 keys. And then we'll get different music. Bugs tell you to find the door, and you can enter the door with the key. And the stage is clear, and we have a new password. Always write down your password whenever necessary, so that way you can always come back to where you left off. And you won't have to go play your way to where you left off anymore. I mean, that's how passwords work. Also, big difference. We started the game with 3 lives. We didn't lose a life in any way. Now, usually, when you play a Crazy Castle game and you beat a level, you gain a life whenever you complete a level. We're still at 3 lives. You want lives in this game? You're going to have to earn them. Anyway, it's time to play stage 1, 2. And that mushroom down there, that is a trampoline. Drop onto the top of it to jump. And then when you're near the platform where you want to be, hold left or right, and you will move forward towards the platform. So just get on top of the mushroom and then move the D-pad towards the platform once you're pretty much at or above the platform you want to be at. And here is a key. And here's more doors. Let's see what else we can do while we're up here. And there's a heart. If you find a heart, it replenishes one of your hit points in case you've taken damage at any point in the level. So keep that in mind. And I can't seem to do that. Uh-oh. It's a good thing that I looked around a little bit because it allowed me to watch out for Pepe Le Pew. And I thought maybe there'd be something there out to the left, but nope. No, there is not. And let's see what's over here. More keys. Well, at least I'm blowing through these levels. And there's 2 chests. One of them contains a treasure. The other one contains either a treasure or a mimic. Yeah, if you couldn't tell by the demo, mimics exist in this game. And I'll mention how to deal with them when the time comes. Once you open one treasure box, the other one disappears. Unless the other one is a mimic. Then the mimic does not disappear. At least I think that's how it works. And thankfully we have one treasure box this time. We have one more chest. And there's that leprechaun from the Porky Pig cartoons. I remember him from Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. He will move forward, and every once in a while he will stop and sit down and sleep for a second before being back on his merry way. And I am very worried here. He moves around pretty slowly, kind of like Pepe Le Pew. Sometimes he can double back, I think. I want to see if he does. Doesn't seem like he does. I'll watch the guy at the bottom one more time just to see if I'm mistaken. I don't seem to be mistaken, but I still would want to. I would still want to be careful near him anyway. Especially since there's one leprechaun guarding a door. Now, thankfully, doors stay open once you open them, so that way you'll know if you've been to a door and you've opened it. And that's it for the keys. We just need to get to that door with the keyhole up there. Is there anything else? No. We don't even get a weapon to deal with these guys. Oof. And nope. We're not going that way. We are going this way. And I'll just sneak behind him here. Get through the door. And stage 1, 2 is clear. Let's go ahead and play stage 1, 3. Game will be pretty easy early on, but it will get harder as we go, just like with the rest of the Crazy Castle games. And getting a little bit of a feel of the map here. Enemies will not be shown, as I've mentioned before. We will have to be very careful where we go and what we do. as we get all these keys and hopefully get another power-up or something. And that was pretty simple to do. There's a leprechaun up there, right? Yeah, but there's nothing else up there, so there's no reason for us to be over there. I'll just go through here. I hope I didn't make a mistake. No, that was a heart. That may have been a mistake, maybe not. Oh, there's a ladder and a door and a nut. No, that's not a nut. Oh, no. I forgot about Elmer Fudd. Yeah, Elmer Fudd comes back. Yeah, Elmer Fudd. He moves around in the vent, and every once in a while he will stop the fire cork from his gun. And you do not want to be... You do not want him looking at you when that happens because you will get hurt. So that's the hit points in action. I never promised a no-hit run or anything, but... Oh, dear. I may have made a mistake. And I can't look down. Get up there. Ooh, boy. Let me see if I was right about a certain thing once I go through this door again. Yeah, here's a thing that should be mentioned about Crazy Castle 4. Unlike past games, enemies are not frozen for a second or two after you get out of a room. Once you come back to the field, enemies will start moving around again. Immediately, I should add. And there is the final key. I don't suppose there are any... Yeah, there's nothing else left. By the way, that block near where we started, that block does have a purpose. You probably already know what that purpose is if you played Crazy Castle 3. But I will mention that purpose again when the time comes. Let's get out of here. And we are now out of Stage 1-3. And it's time to play Stage 1-4. I'll go ahead and play this stage and then call the vid. Alright. Need to be very careful where we go because there's a lot of places to go. Up and up and up. And down and down and down. And side to side to side. And what have you. And since the game doesn't show enemies when you pause the game and look through the level design, look through the whole level, it's gonna be a bit of a toss-up what you're gonna be running into and when. So, be careful. And there's a balloon. If an enemy runs into a balloon, the balloon will pop on them, and you will hurt them, and you will remove them from the level. And I'd rather go down. And I'm going down very slowly. Oh, there's Daffy. Get out of here. Yeah, Daffy will follow you around when he sees you. Just like in Crazy Castle 3. You're going to need to watch out for Daffy whenever you see him because he will get to you however he can. But hey, at least we're finally getting our first weapon and we're actually doing something against some of the people that we will be meeting as we do all this stuff. So, let's just be very careful as we get the keys, climb up and down and all around and do whatever it is that needs to be done in this level. I don't want to use it on the Leprechaun, as tempting as that may be. Save it for the enemies you really want to get rid of, because, again, like in other Crazy Castle games, you're only going to have so many weapons, and they're non-transferable between levels, so just be careful. Whatever you do. And I have the feeling I'll probably meet Daffy again. I mean, there's always the feeling. And I don't want to go too far in one direction. I do want to look around and just explore stuff however I can, when I can. I don't want to leave too many stones unturned in one particular area. I'll leave it up to my own discretion as to... okay, so the wasp nest / nut moved 3 spaces. I could have used that to get rid of Elmer. Ah, well. And we found the bugs icon. That gives us an extra life. If only we were easier to stack lives in this game like it was in, I guess, in some parts of Crazy Castle 3. But anyway, there's nothing else here. Somehow I knew I'd run into Daffy again. Good thing I saved that balloon. And I don't want to go down there yet. I saw a door. Of course, I'm probably going to have to run into our good buddy. What's his name? Elmer again, but apparently not. Good. Let's see what's in here. Another key. Alright. Let's head down to the next tree. Oh, it's a good thing I noticed the leprechaun. It would have been more embarrassing if I noticed it while I was on the ladder. Okay, buddy, I need you to hurry up. And if only I could climb down and get over there. Whew. I'm not going to be able to get rid of him. Oh, he stopped just right there. Excellent. I cheated getting hit there. I wouldn't exactly say cheating death, because one-hit deaths are no longer possible in this game. At least as far as I'm aware of. Maybe the game will throw something at me that does. And what's in here now that we don't have keys? Balloons. Okay. And we might as well just go ahead and drop down and get in here and finish this level. Stage is now clear. We now have 3 carrots. I forgot that we collected carrots, apparently. And we now have 4 lives instead of 3. And we are about to enter stage 1-5, which is the last level of stage 1. Yeah, you only get to spend so much time in one area before you move on to the next one. Which is actually kind of cool, and it kind of breaks up the monotony a little better. So, now that I've completed stage 1-4, it's time to end the video, but I will mention some rules. If you've seen me play the Crazy Castle games before, you pretty much know what they are. No practice runs. Everything I do is me figuring it out in real time. As always. Also, as always, videos will at least be 20 minutes long. I will make sure that I end the video with no less than 20 minutes. I don't want to make these videos too long. And that's basically it. So, join me next time where we go through stage 1-5 and then we go elsewhere in wherever this is as we make our way towards the castle. Until then, This is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!